You may be seated. Our stories are what connect us. They give us meaning to the time we spend, the people we know, and to the memories we create. It's one of these stories that has brought us to this place today, a place where tradition goes back before we created dates, before we understand what time was, where the Okanagan people told stories to each generation that came, and today we carry this tradition forward by adding the story of Kris and Susan into a grand tapestry that tells the tale of love. On behalf of Kris and Susan, I would like to thank each and every one of you for making the journey. To Kris's parents and these handsome groomsmen crossing oceans and continents to this special place to celebrate their love, and celebrating that love are also Susan's parents celebrating 50 years of marriage. And in the same space, we hold close the names of those who could not be here today and feel the weight in that empty space left there by those who have gone ahead of us, letting us know in small ways that their love permeates the air we breathe and the sunshine we feel, even if a few clouds seem to be getting in the way. Now, who here has navigated a new city? Raise your hands, it's okay. A couple people, yeah. You only get vague directions that may seem intuitive, but in reality, the concrete jungle of Burnaby might as well be on Vulcan, because the instructions of "I'm near the water" was then to cross the urban concrete wilderness on a city bus, too many people, just as many smells, and delicately avoid Canada's first line of defense, the mutant geese that give you that threatening look as if you wandered onto their turf. This was the epic tale that Kris tells, where Susan patiently waited by water's edge only to go find this charming Englishman to start a journey, or as Susan puts it, the longest first date on record, that saw these two strolling hand in hand around lakes, over bridges, and along the shore, discovering the beauty that we are constantly immersed into, only this time seeing them through the eyes of someone that one day you will be standing facing each other, surrounded by all the love you could ever receive, and ready to start the next chapter in a story that has love written all the way through it. Now, love is this curious thing we experience, we feel, and we know from deep within. Love is like a bridge suspended over a canyon, connecting two people, beckoning to each other to cross over and see the world in a new way. Love is incredibly strong, yet easily bruised and impossible to fix when it's broken. But when love is the guiding principle, even the most heated conversation, because sometimes sarcasm can be misheard, or other times you're just a little past hangry, love steps in to clear the air, cool the room around you, and remind you of why and who love is. Love is dedicated, caring, well-intentioned. Love learns to adapt to new places and to new people. Love embraces new cultures and traditions, making its love own, and love puts in the work to ensure that you grow together. Love is also thoughtful and looks out for the others. Love makes sure all the details are taken care of and there's nothing left to chance. Most importantly, love is loving. And today, love holds your hands, providing you with strength, making you feel supported, and make you know that love is here and present and never going away. And all of this seems like a lot of work for just love to accomplish on its own, and thankfully, love does not have to. Because just behind love is trust. Trust breaks down the uncertainty. Trust says to you that that bridge swinging over a canyon full of rocks and rushing water is stronger than it looks, and trust supports love. Trust can make you feel anchored when you are feeling like you're soaring high into the clouds, tumbling and free-falling, and trust is that hand that reaches out to steady you when you are teetering on ice like a baby deer taking its first steps. Trust is being able to pack your bags and leave the comfort of home and watch the sunrise in a different time zone. And together, like you, Kris and Susan, love and trust have found a way into your lives, into your heart, and the whole time you never saw each other except for the people that you are. Staying true, staying authentic, knowing that your love for each other always includes the love of hunting a Snorlax, and it's just as much fun as eating the most decadent plate of food. where Luke Bryant is so loud you cannot hear your own thoughts, and exactly the same time the arena full of people disappear because right next to you, screaming the lyrics, is your best friend, the love of your life, and your partner. Love shooted the way to your stories running parallel to each other, like two birds dancing in the air, swooping and spinning around each other until one day, your story, your journey, your path found a place where you could place a milestone in the ground. It was as if catching the golden snitch had a new meaning. With the waves crashing and rain seemingly always around the corner, Kris, you asked Susan the one question that changed your paths forever. And we would see all of those moments add up. The moments where laughter was so loud that it echoes back to you, where the silence is like a comforting hug holding you close, where climbing the highest peak was matched by wading the valleys below, moments where those quiet evening walks through tree-lined streets was only interrupted by the songs of the smallest birds, seeming to sing of two people who met love, who know love, and are becoming experts at practicing their love. And it is this collection of moments that we write into the first chapter of the book of Kris and Susan. And with gentle fondness, we are ready to turn the page. Not to close the story, but to start the next chapter. The one where you title it Marriage. And that brings us to this place, surrounded by everyone you hold dear, and to this moment where I ask you, Kris. Susan has your heart. She knows you fully, and those feelings that you grew over time are the ones you embraced fully. Choosing a life with Susan, when you say yes to her, you do so promise to keep loving her as you have, loving her for who she was, who she is, and who she will be. As your friend, your partner, will you support her through the big and the small, choosing her above all others, and to be her best friend, to live this life together to the fullest, to work by her side and to dream in her arms, to fill her heart and to feed her soul, and always loving her with all your heart as you have and as you continue to do so. Please say, I do. Susan, with Kris, you saw life in a different light. You saw the person you could tackle the big and the small, and in choosing Kris and choosing a life with Kris, when you say yes to him, you do so promising to keep loving him as you have, loving him for who he was, who he is, and who he will be. As your friend, your partner, will you support him through the big and the small, choosing him above all others, to be his best friend, to live this life together to the fullest, to work by his side, to dream in his arms, to fill his heart and to feed his soul, and always loving him with all your heart as you have and continue to do so. Please say, I do. Kris and Susan have written the most special and personal vows to each other, and in this space, we want to share those words with each other. Kris, will you please take this time and share your vows with Susan?
Thank you. Susan, my fiance, my wife-to-be, and my best friend. We did it. We got here, and wow, these vows are not as easy to read as you see in every romantic comedy movie. You are my rock, my guide, and my shining star. You help me when I need it. You let me know when I should choose an alternate path. You listen to my speaking out loud on a daily basis, whether you want to hear it or not, as well as being my ongoing support. I love the way you take on the role of doer, always wanting to help others to get things done. I love the way you keep me on track, keeping me accountable. I love the way you give me a look when I order food late at night, but you'd already eaten earlier on, and the fear of missing out is kicking in hard. I love how you raise my level when it drops, and I really love how you get my sarcasm, which of course can be an acquired taste. Saying this, I do think about being two different people who deal with things very differently, which was initially an eye-opener for me. I think the term, "Why did you think that was a good idea?" came up multiple times. But after learning your preferences, we're now on the same page. I care about you for everything you do and appreciate your efforts to help us build this relationship together. I promise to treat you with the respect you deserve, irrespective of how I'm feeling. I promise to remember what to say and action it, even when my memory finally fails me in old age. I promise to use what we have as a partnership and provide everything I can to make your life easier. I promise to always encourage you to be the best you can be and always try to make your dreams a reality. I promise that when ice cream is available, I will do my utmost to provide it. I promise to put you first, to honor and cherish you for the rest of my days. Finally, I promise to always raise you up, fight for you, and of course, love you unconditionally now and forever. Knowing how life can be, I won't strive for perfection, but believe this, there is nothing I won't do to make your life one filled with happiness, laughter, and excitement. I love you, Susan, and I truly believe today is the start of something fantastic, where we will make amazing memories each and every day.
Susan, it is your turn.
Kris. Kris with a K. That's all I needed to know to tell that you were going to be different. Then throw in the fact that you were an only child. I knew that all bets were off, and we were definitely going to have a lot of differences to conquer. But as we figured them out, we had worked through all of the differences, and that has allowed us to come to where we are today, our wedding day. In the 7 years that I've known you, I've learned a lot about the person that you are. One of the greatest qualities that you have has to be your focus and determination. As long as it's written on a sticky somewhere, regardless if it's for work, personal, or for this wedding, I knew you would follow it through. Second, I know that you're kind and caring, but over the past couple of years, I've witnessed how you've changed a lot to be able to put others first. You take note of all the little things to be able to make a bad day good. These are just two of the many qualities that you hold, but these are the two traits that make me sure that together we can build a life that's full of joy, laughter, and exciting adventures. Even though we've had completely different paths, I'm grateful that our paths have crossed, and now we are able to join our worlds, cultures, families, and friends so that we can learn from one another and to become the best versions of ourselves together. As we stand here in front of all our family and friends, I look at you, the handsome man that you are, especially in this amazing suit that had a lot of its challenges getting here. I know that this is the start of a new adventure. From our very first date, I knew that you could be the one and that I might have met my match, since you didn't think twice at all when we decided to go city to city to explore, to try new things, and face new fears. Yeah, I'm talking about that bridge. I definitely didn't want to do that one. And all of this in the span of just one day. From then, you became my travel buddy, the one that I knew I could count on to be able to go on every whim and adventure with. As I got to play tour guide for you in BC, we would then go on to try international travel where you got to return the favor. From that, what it showed me was if we work as a team, you can handle all the travel maps and transit systems. Well, I'll make sure we have our passports and all the important packing documents. We will plan experiences and amazing trips that we can create everlasting memories to hold forever. I'm looking forward to exploring even more with you and navigating all kinds of life events with my forever travel hubby. As we enter the next phase of our life, I know we will continue to grow and change, but no matter what, I promise to support you in all your wild whims and projects like skating, hockey, all the trips to the hockey store. I promise to go with you on all the sporting events that you can dream of, pretending to know exactly what's going on while I'm secretly just playing on my phone. I promise to accept all of your nerdiness as we welcome every single crew from every single Star Trek season into our house as you are building endless Lego projects. And finally, I promise we will work as a team to face problems head on, just like Dusty Buns and Susie Poo. These vows are a part of the foundation that we will start today in our story. I'm excited to experience all that's in store for us as we enter this next chapter. Kris, I love you.
May I have the rings, please? These rings are beautiful, made of metal that is strong, precious, and rare. Rings that represent your love, your commitment to your marriage, and they represent you. These rings are a symbol, a visible sign that there is more to the person who wears it. Your rings will set you apart from the rest of the world, and these rings have no seams, just like your relationship to each other. Kris, will you take this ring and place it on Susan's left hand and repeat after me? Got it? Susan,
Susan,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a reminder
as a reminder
that I will love you, honor you,
honor you
and cherish you
and cherish you
in all times,
in all times,
in all places,
in all places,
and in all ways,
and in all ways,
from this day forward
from this day forward
and for all my days to come.
and for all my days to come.
Susan, will you place this ring on Kris's left hand and repeat after me? Kris,
Kris,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a reminder
as a reminder
that I will love you,
that I will love you,
honor you,
honor you,
and cherish you
and cherish you
in all times,
in all time,
in all places,
in all places,
and in all ways,
and in all ways,
from this day forward
from this day forward
and for all my days to come.
and for all my days to come.
Friends and family, we will now take a moment to sign our books. Please take in this moment, this time, and this place. Remember who you are with, for soon the two you see before you will be joined as one. All right, friends and family, the time has come for the moment we have all been eagerly waiting for. Kris and Susan, you've shared vows, committing your love for each other. You're wearing rings, showing the world that you have each other. You've kissed at least 1,000 times before, and I trust that many thousands more wait for you, but soon your first as husband and wife will happen. I am honored to have been here today because you came here to affirm your love for one another, to acknowledge that your lives are meant to be shared as one, that you are stronger together than you are apart, and that for all your days yet to come, you wish to share together in all of life's joys and challenges, committed to one another. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand and join me in welcoming for the very first time as husband and wife, Kris and Susan, as Mr. and Mrs. Taylor. Kris, you may kiss your bride.